relationship show. I am your host, Ruth Marquis, aka your favorite realtor, aka your favorite credit specialist, aka your love negotiator. We help men and women relate, get into quality relationships that lead to quality families, that leads to quality communities, that leads to quality legacies. Let's build. Thank you so much. Today we're going to talk about, well, I just want to thank everybody for tuning into the show. Hope you guys can hear me okay. And today we're going to talk about Will and Jada divorce. Do people know when it's time to walk away? Do people know when it's time to walk away? Right. So I wanted you to, I want to get your input on this stuff. So let me know if you guys can hear me on Facebook. You're good. Go. If you're on here, say hi. If you're watching this on a replay, hashtag replay. What's up, Instagram? All right, so let me get into it. So, like, divorce is like a touchy subject, but sometimes I just be looking like, just do it. Like you said, just do it, right? Because it's like you want people, like in the ideal world, you want people to get married and stay and stick with their vows, right? But you do not want to see a woman. You love women, right? You do not want to see a woman stay in a physically abusive relationship, dude. You know? You do not want to see a woman stay in a manipulative, emotionally abusive relationship, dude. But why in the blue hell we want to see this man stay with a woman that is emotionally abusing him? Like, what is the problem, right? It's not about, you can't say every woman is like a Jada Pinkett Smith. She's not. There are some women, even if they're the minority, that would never, ever come out and say, you know what? I know you smacked this guy to defend my honor, right? Defend my honor. Black ladies, where y'all at? You always saying to defend my honor and all of that stuff. But Jada said, I don't need you to defend my honor. So what do we got to say to that? Everybody was quiet. She said, I don't need you to defend my honor. You know, I don't need you for that. I don't need you to protect me. I got enough money to protect myself. When she say stuff like that, like, I wanted to talk about loyalty. Before I forget, let's talk about loyalty. So now, you mean to tell me, if you're, wait, let me go to John Q. Y'all seen John Q? And she was on the phone, and the son was dying, and the son needed a heart, and then it wasn't, don't say it was good stuff, right? John Q was played by Denzel years ago, and I never forgot. I never forgot it, and I was like, that's why I knew I had to be careful with my power as a woman, as a wife, either or, as a girlfriend or a wife. I had to be careful with my power because when she said, "Do something," who remember that? When she said, "Do something," y'all remember that? When she said, "Do something," when he heard "do something," I can imagine that's how Will felt when Jada just looked at him like, "Do something," right? In his mind, he heard it. Anyway, I ain't gonna blame her. I ain't gonna blame her. All right. So it was a do something moment. So what did John Q do? John Q said, "Hold up." John Q said, let me make sure this is working. There you go. He said, I'm gonna hold up the whole emergency room for this woman. Not even for this woman, because my woman told me to because of my baby. Crazy things we do for love. But the people that we, hey Thomas, the people that we say we love, we do crazy things for them, right? Hey, here we go. says, oh no. I don't know if I'm the only one here. You have an echo, like a feedback. One second. I know the man will not do it. On Friday, he had to make his money. He had to make his. Hey, I got to go technical. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes, I'm doing greater than I was yesterday. Thank you. Oh, I didn't. I had this in Ooh, sorry, y'all. Sounds horrible. Let's take a little. Oh, he says you look very much stunning today. Legendary. Thank you. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Let me know when it goes away. I'm gonna keep on talking. Sorry, guys. All right. You know what? Okay. Well, do y'all hear me now? Let me see something. I muted my. How do I mute myself? Well, do y'all hear me now? Hey, we up. All right, let's do it. All right, these things are more advanced. Well, do y'all hear me now? Hey, we up. All right, let's do it. Back to what I was saying. These things are more advanced. Well, do y'all hear me now? Hey, we up. All right, so the echo is me trying to hear. So now, last thing, y'all don't hear an echo no more. Today, I'm sorry. So no echo anymore. She said love. She said yes, better, no sound. Yes, thank you, girl. All right. I got my married people stay with me today. Listen, she said no. Well, you can hear all the crazy. He said no sounds good. All right, great, thank you. All right, so no echo, no eerie sound. We took it all down. All right, we'll get better with time. Thank you for your patience. So I was talking about John Q. Do y'all remember John Q? John Q when he was like when his son was dying and they was like, you need money, and he's like, I ain't got no money. Like, why y'all not gonna like fix my boy? Like, fix my boy. Like, what's up? Fix my boy, right? And they like, this is America. What are he talking about? If you ain't got no money, you can't do it. He was trying to get on the organs donor list. So he goes into the emergency room and he holds the people hostage. Why? Because his wife was like, do something, John. Right? So that's what he did. Now that was for a good cause, right? That was a good cause. If we're talking about, he said, be right back. I see you in a little bit. If you're talking about a marriage where, and then when at the end they went back to being a happy family. If you didn't see the movie, my bad, I'm sorry, but it was a good movie. If you haven't seen John Q, go check it out. It was so good. Like, I was like, yeah. But yeah, he was a good guy, but he had to do bad things to get his way. But with Will, he's trying to defend his like you in the movie world. These are dramatic things. You think it's okay, right? And then you go and smack the guy, and then on your biggest night, right? And then put your life on the line. John Q put his freedom on the line because I'm pretty sure he went to jail. Probably, I forgot. I'm the girl that forgets the movie, and then like when I watch it again, I'd be like, "Yo, this is amazing!" They're like, "You saw this already?" I was like, "Yeah, but I don't remember that." and then like midway, right? And midway, I remember the movie. And I'm like, I don't need to watch it no more, right? So this is what happened. But when you have a woman using her power to egg you on, right? To be like, whatever, right? She didn't make him do it, but I feel like the dysfunction, you can't say anybody made anybody do it, but their dynamic is I have to please my wife at all costs. That's their dynamic. So when you go into this video that you see and she's taping him and he don't want to be filmed. And she's like, well, I'm promoting my show. And he's like, well, listen, I got stuff too that I'm promoting. Like, this is the stuff like when men say they don't want a woman that's combative and things like that, yeah, you're gonna want your way, but am I violating any boundaries here by having a video in your face? You imagine I put all right, so the other day my daughter was like cooking and she was her hair was out and all of that stuff. Even if we have company, I'll let her know, like, yes, we're having company, so you need to like if you want to clean up, clean up. If you want to look like that, that's on you. I'm gonna give you freedom of choice. You want to look crazy, that's your choice. But there's times when you like you gotta go do what you gotta do because mommy said so, right? Um, well, she was cooking and I was taping her, right? Because I was letting her know. She was like, it's like I can't say everything, right? But I was like, later on in life, when you get married, I'm gonna have this tape say, yep, I taught her. And she was like, I'm not getting married, I'm not getting married at no such and such. We said the age, right? And then she was like, because I want them to think about it. I think that that's the problem, that y'all not having y'all little girls think about getting married. Now the girls that are grown don't want to get married no more because nobody valued it. Come on, somebody. Hey, nobody valued it. I'm gonna get the speakers because I can't get my sound effect. But it was only one anyway. Nobody valued it. So I'm teaching them to value marriage and things like that. So she was like, I was like, wouldn't that be funny if I played the tape when at that age and you're actually married, and I'll play the tape back to you because some videos I take for privacy. I don't share all my stuff online because there are private moments that you don't want the world to see, right? And if you even think about the celebrities, they're not going to show their private moments until why didn't they say nothing until they got an article and until they got a magazine. They didn't just jump. Pete, they don't just jump. The celebrities don't just jump on the internet and say whatever. They make sure they put it in a magazine, in an article. They want to up their presence, okay? They want to make that money, right? So, long story short, I told her that. But if she's like, no, don't take me. I'm not gonna put that live upload her looking crazy on the internet. That her is me, me is her. Why would I do that to my own child? Right? And she's 14. At 14, y'all already know. It's high school. You gotta look high schoolers gotta look fresher than us adults, okay? They can't just wear whatever. She just can't go out any kind of way. Right? It's all about image at this age. And then I'm gonna put that out there. No. I did do a remix and show it to her, but I kept it private. So you have to respect people's boundaries. If you can respect your kids' boundaries, you got to respect your man's boundaries. And if he said he don't want to have a camera in his face, he shouldn't have a camera in his face. So these are things like, what? And then back to the loyalty thing. I cannot be your real estate agent. You know me, your favorite realtor. I cannot be your real estate agent and not have loyalty to you. She said, yes. I cannot be a real estate agent and not have discretion, confidentiality. We held to the same standards of some of the same standards that lawyers are held to. We can't just go out blabbing and say this happened and that happened and this is the person's name. You can't do that. So maybe we should have like when you sign that marriage contract, maybe they should have and confidentiality and loyalty and all of these. And you could be like, Your Honor, this is what the marriage contract said, that he was supposed to be loyal. She was supposed to be loyal. He was supposed to be committed. She was supposed to be committed. Like you could pull out the paper How you gonna be able to pull out the paper? First conversation we're supposed to pull out that uh um the consumer notice. And consumer notice tells you you're gonna learn real estate, okay, one way or another. Consumer notice. Now people like, I'll show you a house. They're not doing their legal due diligence, right? They're supposed to make sure you understand what kind of agent that you are. You're supposed to tell people things up front. I, they tell you everything a real estate agent is bound by in these contracts before y'all even do anything. But you can go get married. You can say you can be with somebody for your lifetime. There's nothing on paper that says what you got to do. What is this? We just say we married. But anything goes. So the anything goes culture seems to be what's going on in their household. So of course, if anything goes, and I can post you online, anything goes, whatever. But anyway, so loyalty is very important. You cannot expect somebody to be like it is certain things. It don't even have to get to that point of cheating. You're not loyal to me when I say I want my privacy. You don't respect my boundaries, and you don't back me up when I back you up. That's stupid. That's like you can't even be my friend. You can't let alone my wife. I'm just gonna act like I need oh okay. It's not until the moment happens. I know what I need. I need my man hat. I need to wait. Y'all give me a second. Hold on. Hold on. Deja. You wanna go? Okay. All right. All right. Don't laugh at my hat. But this is my okay. This is my man hat. I need my man hat. I tried to wash this to get the stains out. It didn't work. I need to put my man hat on. Okay. 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 I'm a man now. Okay, this is my man hat because some of y'all women need to go get a man hat. Okay, men, do your wife need a man hat? Do your girlfriend need a man hat? You need to put your man hat on. Okay, so this woman. Okay, I can't hold my crotch on camera, but this woman, I'm about. I need somebody on standby because there's something else I want. Okay, hold on. One more thing. Y'all stay with me. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Y'all still here? He said Ruth got props today. She said I can't. Oh, okay. So here I am. I'm Will Smith now. This is I got the Hollywood Best Mother Award. We got this when we were in LA. Okay. So so I'm gonna put my man hat on. So yeah, Chris Rock, you talking all that smack. This is my wife, even though she kind of slept with some dude and said I'm not good in bed, and even though all these okay, cool. It's hard getting married to me, babe. Oh man, it's hard. Oh, you gonna tell the world that it's hard to be married to me. Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't want to get married, babe. Okay. You didn't want to. I forced you to get married. But if I force you to get married, baby, why you don't ever ask me for a divorce, babe? Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and smack this guy up. Mind you, this is Rufus talking now. Mind you, when I saw it, I was like, yo, I know bad marriages when I see it, right? So this is the last ditch effort, okay? I ain't trying to put nobody business out there, but I got a whole car. I was like, oh, now I get a car. I got a whole car to kind of lure me back in. And I was like, this is last ditch effort. I appreciate the car too. Right? Don't have it anymore. I wish I did. But last ditch effort to fix this relationship. Say, is this, is this can I do something to save this? Because apparently the world thinks we have a horrible relationship. Okay. So last ditch effort, right? Biggest night of my life. I'm chilling, I'm laughing. Yo, that's crazy, babe. You think, first of all, most guys not even gonna look at their wife. They're gonna be like, wait. He actually cares. He actually cares. Gerald says they have a very toxic relationship. Yes. He actually cares. Because the other, I know a couple of y'all watching, right? Y'all would have been like, I'm not even gonna look to the left or right. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. And you good. That's all he had to do was not look at her. Mind you, I'm waiting. Best night of your life. No, not the best night of your life. I gotta do with my wife's. I gotta look out for my wife. I ain't gonna say he do what she say, right? Right? He's trying to be fair. He's trying to be right. This is his dream girl. All right. Sometimes, all right, I'm not gonna say nothing about her looks. Um so after he smacks him and then he gets his award, he said, y'all still gonna give me this? He start crying. Y'all don't understand. I got disrespected. And remember when she said it's all about your ego? This is why you shouldn't date like a psych major. Like, what the hell? How did you know these things, right? That birthday was all about your ego. Woman, I'm planning a birthday 3 years for you. What guy plans a birthday for 3 years and then you still giving him crap? Okay, cool. So he gets his award. This is what he worked so hard for. And this is God showing you, like, I could smack. Not saying God did this, right? But this is your highest moment in life. Denzel was right. Right? When this is your best moment, I forgot the exact quote. He's like, the devil's gonna come for you at your highest point. Remember when Jesus was on he just finished fasting and the devil came for him? Just 40 days? 40 days, no food? 40 days. Y'all didn't do 40 days of fasting? I did 6 weeks no meat. I was just like shaking. All right. He says, Gerald says, I feel like Jada has Will looking very weak in these streets, and he had to do something. Exactly. He's been set up to be like, oh, he's the beta man. Oh, he's a weak guy. Oh, he's like, I know how I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna prove it. She said, yes. Tony says, yes. I don't agree with smacking another black man, but he had to do something. Is that especially when your marriage is like on the rocks and it looks bad and it's like, but it seems like it's always on the rocks. And some of y'all need to know when it's time to move on. But I realized that celebrities still have they have our problems too, because some of us don't know how to move on. Some of us don't know how to break up with a guy. Some of us don't know how to break up with a girl. So now they like this award you worked so hard for. They're like, give me that award. And what did she say? Wait. One more pro. Can y'all wait for one more? Wait. Oh my God. Don't go nowhere. I'm right here. Well, I did not tell you. Will, I did not tell you to go smack that man. I do not need protecting, okay? This is Jada. I red table. Oh gosh. I do not need protecting, okay? I don't need no protection from you. Wait, she got no hair, so there you go. You cut it. Her hair has been short. My hair has been short for 40 years. Don't you get mad, black girls? The girls with the long hair cut their hair, all their hair. Why did you waste it? And why did you not sell it to us? Okay? Why? Why? That's so rude. Her hair's been short for 40 years. I mean, short. No bang, no Leah to the side, none of that. I don't need you to protect me. Oh my gosh. I'm done. Lack of loyalty. If you can't have loyalty in a marriage, you don't need a marriage. You don't need a marriage. All right. Well, let me go on with my story since I'm making fun of these people. My bad. I apologize. Some people, they know they shouldn't have never got married, right? And that's why I say I'm not telling people to get a divorce. They know they should have never got married to that person. That person.
If Will was on some 2022 type brother stuff, wait, it's the man cat. Hey yo, what do you bring to the table, Jada? What do you bring to the table? She wouldn't have made it. Oh no, she wouldn't have made it. It's some girls that go to jail for guys. Let alone saying she could have been like, Will, you was wrong, but thank you for defending me or something. She's like, I'm not letting my brand go to trash. I didn't know that Jada was worth 50 mil and he's worth 350 mil. We gonna get into the evaluation. Don't worry, we got more. Oh my gosh. So 2022 guys is like, hey, yo, so what do you bring to the table? And Jada would have been like, I got trauma. I got trauma from Tupac. I'm just gonna compare you. I'm gonna compare you for the rest of my life to Tupac. I'm gonna have the babies that we have together. The babies we have together is gonna know about Tupac. I'm gonna, yeah, that's their uncle. That's the love of my life, Tupac, not you. And when I saw this, I was like, ain't this the bad boy complex thing again? Where the women are, they fantasize about this bad boy. Sis, if you was next to Tupac, sis, you would have been, your life would have been on the line. Stop with all the fantasizing. Talking about you don't need to be protected. You need to be protected from your fantasies. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. So, in my story time. In my story, how I knew, because I'm divorced. All right, that relationship has been over for 6 years. When I said I wasn't coming back, I meant it. I'm never stepping foot back here in here again. I might have to retract that statement because I want to go see my daughter on the prom. But that I was like, this is the last night I'm sleeping here, and I meant it. So what happened was, this is how I knew, and not to go into great detail, but I knew I was told not to get married to this person, but I just felt like, why? This is the one person I choose, Scotty. You would say no, but years go by, I'm forgetting about it. I'm trying to make it right. That's why you don't go again. I learned over the years, like God has better ideas than we have. He sees things we don't see. So apparently he saw how I was going to be treated years later. Well, I got this. I was in a situation where I had 2 kids, no daycare, nobody want to pay for daycare, and then they want me to work. And I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do, because I'm not in a position to go get a job that's going to cost, like, that's going to pay me all this money and pay for 2, not one. Y'all know how daycare is. It's not just 1 kid, it's 2. So that's why when y'all want to be stay-at-home moms, it's not you want to be. You gonna have to be, unless you're gonna be dishing out $400 a week. You're paying $1,600 in daycare. Now, if your job pays you more than that, then you cool. But if you felt like that was a majority of your check, which it was at the time, because mind you, I'm like 22 years old. What was I, 23? I was 23 with 2 kids, married. So I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll start my own daycare. By 25 years old, I started my own daycare. I'm so proud of myself. I was rushing. I was hustling. I was doing all of this stuff. I thought I was going to go in real estate. Like when when I was 20 and I had my daughter, I got into real estate. And then I was like, all right, that's not working out. Like I did buy our home. I was the agent for the house that we bought. But then 20, what? By the time I'm 23, 2 kids, we need daycare. We need to bring more income in. All right, cool. I go and start a business, right? I felt like that was a really cool thing to do. Like, oh, I need money. Let's start a business. And it was actually working, and I put my money into it and all of that stuff. And I saw so much money come in my hands, baby, but I saw way more money coming out. I had to go to the bank every month with $1,500 in 20s. Oh, and the way the money came, I had to withdraw it at the ATM for like 5 days straight because the government was paying you. And so I had to wait 3 days just to get my money. I was like, this is all, every day I was going to the ATM, and I would go to the bank with $1,500, and I would pay the landlord every month. And I would pay the employees. They was getting paid better than me. And I would pay and I would pay and I would pay. Then I got pregnant. He told me not to start it, whatever. But when I did sign the lease, I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway, because I could have been swayed, like, oh, you know what, I shouldn't do it. I was like, I gotta do it. I had a dream. I gotta go through. I gotta, go after my dreams. It's not going to interfere with my relationship with my my children because I'm gonna take the kids with me. Duh. So I'm like, all right, cool. So a couple years go by, and 3 years go by, and I had another baby. Maybe 2 years go by. I had another baby. And when I tell you the baby was a last ditch, you don't know how y'all just look at you like, I'm about to get another baby. I want another baby. That kind of, you know, you was about to get. I was like, I'm pregnant. I knew it. I knew it. You have you ever known you was pregnant? You like, that's it. That was it right there. I'm pregnant. Well, I was. And I didn't realize that I was going to have to run with a baby in my belly, pick up kids, do all of these things by myself. My responsibilities at home and my responsibilities in my business, they were fighting each other. I was going nuts. And I was like, and people kept pressuring me, why is he not doing this? Why is he not doing that? And then he didn't support it. So when I got into trouble, and I kind of, you know how you do with women, we like, I'm kind of pregnant and stuff. So can I just pay like half the rent? Okay. So I did that for like 3 months. And then I just had to, when the stuff hit the fan, I just had to stop because I had a C-section and I thought I would be okay. So I had to shut the daycare down for a little bit. So I had to come back. I did a whole comeback and I came back stronger. And then, mind you, I'm still paying and I'm behind. So then I'm like trying to fix it. I'm like, okay, how do I do to get ahead? And how do I get the back stuff? Because I know the rate that I'm going, I'm not gonna go. So I started coming up with all these ideas. I kept using my pain to push me, kept coming up with all these ideas to well, yeah, I didn't even think about that. That daycare was 4 years because it took me a whole 1 year to get it open. Well, anyway, maybe it was the first year. But my point is anyway, my point is when I had to when everything was going great, I realized my foundation was not right. So what happened was I was doing Valentine's Day, and then the people would come. No, they would come to, like, I would give them free daycare. They would come like, oh my gosh, I got 3 kids. Only one of mine go to you now. But in the fall, them kids are coming here. Their friends was like, the word was getting out. Yo, come to this daycare. Yo, she sent food home on taco night. We sent them some food home. They were like, oh, we coming back in the fall. So get ready for us. And then I had to one day I was just like, you know what? I have no support, like no support. So I got a little baby. Mind you, I have like how old was Aaliyah? Like 6 months old. You know what I mean? I said, I'm missing out on all of this stuff. I got 2 kids I'm homeschooling, okay, with my homeschoolers, and I have a daycare to run. And if I had some support, I could have handled all of it. I'm like Superwoman, right? For real, for real. But I was like, I can't, I can't. So I shut it down in like a 3 days. In 3 day time, I like, look, y'all got 2 days, find a daycare, and I'm done. I shut it down. I was like, yo, what would happen? You know, if you break up with somebody, like, yo, I remember what happened the last time I felt like this. And I broke up with that crazy guy. And the next day I was so happy. So that's what happened with the daycare. I broke up the next day. I was so happy. I was free. I didn't have to pay no rent. And because the landlord was like trying to boss up on me. I was like, all right, bro, relax now. So I was like, I know how to fix you. Right. So that's what happened. But my point is this: in this relationship, I did not have the support that I wanted. Why? Because when we started, we did not talk about our expectations. Like when in marriage counseling, they would say, what do you want in a marriage? And we were like, I was trying to answer it and I wasn't getting no answers back. You ever had somebody that just could not tell you what they want? Yeah, it was like that. So because he wanted somebody that worked a 9 to 5. Like, y'all, I ain't working a 9 to 5 right now. Why would I work a 9 to 5? Like, that's not for everybody. It's not for me. And no, not to anybody that works a 9 to 5. Trust me, when I go in and I get my paycheck, I was like, oh. When I in real estate, my first year, I was like, when I came back, I was like, I'm gonna have to run and get me some money real quick because y'all signs be expensive. So I go to like to the job and I'm like, oh my god, they about to pay me in like 3 weeks. It was the longest 3 weeks of my life, right? So they gave me a check. I'm like, y'all pay me? And y'all gonna pay me every 2 weeks? I loved it because I was a business owner. I was used to getting paid when I could get paid last. Now I'm getting paid first. Bet. So that's what happened. And I realized without support, without that, relationship. So then that turned into a whole another way to another phase of my life where I had to, like I said, this relationship has become toxic. When I needed the person the most, they were not there for me, and they were quick to like see my downfall, like, a lot of negativity going on. So I was like, this is toxic for me. I need to get away from it. And I was on the first thing smoking the Virginian. That's the end of the story for now. So I would say I knew it was time. That was just the beginning of the end. I knew it was time to go when, things got a little physical. I knew it was time to go. I knew it was time to go when certain things, like when you cross my boundaries, it's time to go. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Right? I knew it was time to go. So people need to know when it's time to go. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's go to I got a video to share with you now. All right, so we have this guy called the lead attorney, right? And he's a divorce attorney. So this is why I will have him. Sometimes he say some red pill stuff. But overall, he's okay. He all right. So he has a lot to say. So he has 20 years of advice on why he has 3 reasons why Will won't get divorced. He thinks Will's not getting a divorce. All right, let's see what's up with this. All right, we are all squared up. Let's go. Hey, Chug. Oh, that's fine. There we go. There we go.
Whenever you have a man that doesn't want to divorce his wife, especially if it's been a long-term marriage, the first instinct is to always go to its cheaper to keep, right?
Cheaper to keep her.
That's a real thing. That is a real thing that keeps you guys locked in your marriages for many years, sometimes decades. And I've had men come into my office and I tell them, yo, this divorce, get ready. And and they'll sit there and we'll talk for about an hour and they'll be like, you know what, Lee? I'm gonna stay.
I'm gonna stay.
I'm gonna stay.
You guys can hear me on the Instagram?
Right? I mean, I'm paying staying.
And I was thinking about this when he said this. I'm like, so people really go back and were like, I really want to divorce her or him, but because of money or because of whatever reason, I'm not going to get divorced. I'm gonna just go back and act like everything's okay. You sat there and you talked to a lawyer and you like, here go my man head. Hey, yo, I don't really want to be with her like that no more, but you know what? I'ma stay. I'ma stay. I'ma stay. All right. All right. We caught that. Trying to increase the volume, but
She got some money. But Will Smith, 50 million. Will Smith got like 350 million. All right. So there's a differential. There's a spread. Guys, if you don't want to get for some reason, if you don't want to get a prenuptial agreement, if you're just gonna raw dog it.
you say you gonna raw dog you.
One way to kind of informally try to protect yourself is to get with a woman where there's not that differential. Get with a woman where there's not that spread. What is key to see?
So he was saying how if get with a woman that if you don't want to worry about like, oh, I don't want to go into this relationship with because I have assets and things like that, but get with a girl who makes the same amount of money as you, and you won't have that issue. Because every time you hear about this, like, oh, the wife got a big check, he was worth a lot of money, but I was watching the live and she was like, the girl was from the Middle East, and she was like, how much do y'all make? How much do y'all make in the Middle East? And she's like, oh, that. Well, she said, how much do you think Americans make? Oh, $80,000 to $100,000. Because she was like, the woman should not be getting that much money. And the girl was like, when you say that much money, he ain't got no money. He making $40,000. I was cracking up like, he's like, oh, you don't know? You think we making 80 to 100 over here? Oh, I see how you can get that confused. Oh man, that was funny.
What does Keita G say? One of the most difficult things is knowing when to walk away from a failing relationship.
Exactly. It's a difficult thing because you say, I don't understand how people see this. You want to say death do you part, but if the person is ready to kill you, you need to go. Everybody says that's okay, right? So death do us part unless you try to kill me. Now that's not right. That's not right. So why are you trying to kill my opportunities or my my livelihood? That's literally what he did. He volunteered. Now let's take accountability. Will he volunteered his sacrificed his career to make her satisfied in the moment, and the temporary fix is not going to work. I know what's going on, right? Temporary fixes are not going to work. So I get tired of talking about this, but this angle has not really been discussed. But he sacrificed his whole career, and after this is what I'm talking about: lack of loyalty. After you see this man about to lose everything, let's say we keep saying that, like, basically Jada gave him a mental mind order to go attack this man when he didn't. When she didn't, he was just trying to make her happy. That's just the way it works over there. Like I said, last ditch effort to try to make her happy and try to make this work. And she sees his whole world fall apart. And what does she do? See, because it's not even your action. Sometimes it's your reaction. And kudos to him for saying, you know what, I withdraw. I'll take all the consequences. Whatever punishment y'all got, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's cool. But the one thing she was supposed to do was stand by her man in this time. There's been women that their man has been accused of doing all types of crazy stuff to women, and they still stood by their man. This man actually tried to defend you. This man actually tried to do, just what you would want. Do something, John. Do something. And she says, nope, I got nothing to do with it. That you on your own. That's not marriage. That is not a good marriage. That's not a good relationship. So men have to know when to walk away.
Women experience a lot too. We're gonna be honest. We're gonna call a spade a spade. I'm not really talking about marriages so much because a woman will dip on a marriage.
I wanted to hit that one too. He said, I find it interesting that he says women will dip on a marriage. Like women will be so quick to break up in a marriage, right? Not to say it's easy, because like I said, with me, it's like when with me, it's like quick to dip on a marriage. What was I thinking? I lost my train of thought. Oh, but when y'all want to get married, we don't know how to let go of that idea. That's why I was like, why is it so we want to? And I'm sure I'm not. I woke up this morning and I want a divorce. No, it probably took a while for her to get there, but it's like, but you fight harder before you're married. Women, we should not be fighting harder before we're married to be married to him, just to get married and say to everybody, I'm a wife. I'm a wife. right? I was married now. And then now I got the status, I got this title, but I'm not gonna do the work. No, the time to fight for the marriage is in the marriage. That's why I'm like, she's not. It's not even so much what she is doing; it's what she's not doing. That's the problem. I'm gonna say it again. It's not so much what she isn't is doing; it's what she isn't doing. She isn't sticking up for him. She isn't. Even if he's wrong, we both take accountability. I can see how, even do what he did. I could see how he could think that I would want him to do that, but I would not want him to do that. Right? But just straight up was like, everybody's jumping you right now, and my foot is gonna be the hardest on your neck right now. That's crazy. And you still say they should be together? He just lost everything over the relationship. When that's my point of saying a daycare story. If I'm gonna lose my livelihood, if I'm gonna lose my dreams, if I'm gonna do, and I'm not blaming the relationship, but the relationship has to be intact. Your personal life has to be in order. That person should be helping you and lifting you up. That person should be there for you. That person should be helping you understand, like, this is what we want. We want to build something together. I don't want to tear everything down. Even if I was mad that you had 350 and I had 50, even if I was that kind of person to be like, oh, I'm mad because you got more money than me. I don't want to see you go worse than me. I don't want to see you lose your earning potential. I don't want to see, that's crazy. Because that's us. I don't even know why you looking at it as 50 and 350 is like 400 together. And she's like, well, what's so crazy is she don't file for divorce. That's what's so crazy. And it's like, when you love somebody, like, and she was really, really, really evil, even though she's a mess. She's a mess. Don't get me wrong. She needs therapy and she's a mess. But if she was really, really, really evil, she would file for divorce, take half, and then ask for alimony like the other ladies. That's what they do.
But in terms of relationships, especially when the men don't want to get married and the woman is playing this whole double dutch thing, it's like, should I leave him? Should I not? Should I give him this ultimatum? Should I not? Should I propose? Oh yeah. 2021, 2022, women are proposing.
I'm a man. Don't propose to me. Don't propose to him, child. Walk away before you propose. Walk away or wait. That's all I can say. And the girl he said he got proposed to last year. Watch.
Got a proposal last year.
Yep, he did. He got proposed to.
It's tough for women. It is tough for women out here, man. It's tough for shout out to Will Smith, and I know we're coming at it from a man's point of view, but these women out here are suffering too, boy. Y'all out here proposing to us, because, we got to take it our time a little bit. What our man Kevin say, like, man, we got some options, baby. Y'all like, man, forget them options. I need you to shut her, get off the car. All right, baby, come on now. Just give me 6 more months. Give me 6 more months. Right? So shout out to Keita. What did she say? The longer you stay, the harder it is to leave. This is my second point. She's so right.
Yep.
Will is trying to prove a point.
The longer you stay, the harder it is to leave. The longer you stay, the harder it is to leave. So I'm speaking from my own experience where that is true. That is true because you invest so much. All right, so if you've been in, like I was in for 17 years, and it's like your young years, right? It's like I could have been in the club somewhere. Everything I would regret and say that I was like, girl, you didn't need that anyway. But yeah, you could say, like, I put so many years in, but that's when I said I saw 12 years a slave, and I was like, I've been a slave 12 years. Not that being a wife is a slave, but just being in a toxic relationship feels like slavery when you got to check in and just for no reason, not even like a PO, right? Right? Just little stuff where it's like, because you cannot, that's the point of the narcissism thing, is you cannot really unless you know really what it is, you cannot really detect it. You cannot explain what you're going through. It's not that easy to understand what's happening. There's a lot of games being played. A lot of games being played. So you have to be very careful to be like, nah, that's not me.
Prove I was all wrong by staying. Ooh, boy, that's
Right. And so when I said 12 years a slave, I was like, so the key question for me was, are you going to do another 12 years of this? Are you going to do another 12 years? If you can, if you're in a marriage or if you're in a relationship and y'all been together for 10 years, can I do another 10? Like, is it going to kill me to do another 10? If it's a good relationship, you're going to be like, okay, cool. 10 years, because you got them dips, you got the hills and the valleys in that time. You could be like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad for me to go ahead and leave. But if it's like 10 years, I will hang myself. Go. You ain't supposed to die over this. Just run. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
he's in trouble. I don't think that's the reason. It is clear to me that Will Smith is tone deaf regarding what the public thinks. He's absolutely tone deaf to the point where it almost seems like he don't care. Because everything he does, thank you so much, Marie.
Let's go to the next part that I got for you. All right, this is the video. Check out the video. Hold on. Here we go.
I just want to be married, T. Like, why can't we just get married? Right? We don't need a big wedding. I was like, baby, that's content.
This is my favorite part.
Shout out to all my content creators. Y'all know what it is, boy. It's tough, boy. We will put anything on this damn YouTube. It's tough to be a content creator.
It is.
You got damn YouTube. You got IG. Y'all have seen my IG, man, is slipping. You got TikTok. You got Twitter. You got LinkedIn. You got Reddit. Like, it's not. What do you want me to do, baby? We got to put something on these damn social media sites.
That's funny.
But let's look at this for a second and figure out, what the heck is going on. Now let's play this. Let's see what's going on.
Emperor is coming to the table. She's going to be at the red table. Would you say she has been instrumental in you and I redefining our relationship?
So, Jada had just picked up the phone and started recording this man. He was like, hey, you remember that red table talk where I embarrassed you in front of the nation? Do you think this woman who we're talking, who's kind of helping us, do you think she's been beneficial to what we're doing? What do you think? And let's listen to his response.
I would say don't just start filming me without asking me if you could film me.
All right, now, this is a reasonable request. This is a reasonable request. He says, listen, but he does it in a passive-aggressive.
Remember when I told you guys that I was filming my 14-year-old and she didn't want to be filmed, especially knowing that it's going to be posted. Like, literally, it's like, hey, how do you like cooking? Tell the world how you like cooking, like something like that. She didn't want to be filmed, and I had to respect her wishes. It's not like it was like family vacation. You already know what time it is. No. And it's a man. It's not even a child. If you think of a child like that, imagine a man, right?
Right. He doesn't. And notice this, guys. You have to notice how people are talking. I can just pick up on this. I've been doing it for so long. He doesn't say, hey, why are you filming me? What he does is he tries to flow into what she's saying. Like, she's going down a path, and he doesn't want to interrupt the path. So she's like, oh, well, what would you say about this? I would say, stop filming.
Hope you guys can hear. I would say you need to stop filming me. And he was being passive aggressive. I can think of myself doing this. Stop filming me. Like, you don't need to do that. And I don't want to be filmed right now. I'm in my home. And these are the kind of discussions that, even my thing about it is that he might have told her this. She knows. This is not the first time. He knows. When y'all married for a long time, no fight is the first time, honey. No fight is the first time, okay? Boom. So she doesn't care. How do you sit here and tell people about, oh, my boundaries, but when he's setting boundaries, when men are setting boundaries, we don't care. I had to check myself a long time ago about the boundaries that men set. The person I'm with, if they set a boundary, I have to make sure that I'm not crossing it. Or if they say, we do little Philly girl stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, boy, you play too much. Yeah, girl, whatever. Not, and you start hitting them upside the head and all that stuff, like, yo, and he's like, no, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that, you know? But it's like, you should already know not to play with him like that. But if he says he put that boundary up, he's like, don't do that. I don't want you to do that. And we like, and we keep doing it. And this is why it's hard to be like, women did something bad, because we'll laugh it off. You know how we, come on. We'll laugh it off, we'll play it off. Be a man about it. And it's like, that's like woman bullying. It's like, this is what she's doing right now. She's like woman bullying right now.
As opposed to saying, hey, she's like, hey, what do you think about this? Hey.
He's such a nice guy. He's not like, hey, yo, stop and sit down. Like some
cut off the phone. Why do I have to cut off the phone? Because I don't like it. Right? I don't like it. But instead of doing that, he's trying to get into
he maneuvers so much for her.
Right? She's like,
and you know what?
What do you think about this? Oh, well, I think that
And you know what?
Not
it's nothing wrong with like him trying to maneuver. He's really being, I see nice guys do this, and it's like, thank you. Instead of her receiving it. That's why I said, like, why are you with a person that is stay with a person that operates on such a low level? Like, if she cannot appreciate you, when you're finessing all the time for her, you're finessing all the time, your words, your actions, whatever, you're finessing all the time for her, but she's not appreciating it. But another woman would appreciate it. And you know what? Sometimes I think that because he failed in his first marriage, he doesn't want to fail in the second. He doesn't want to be a statistic. He doesn't want all of that. He's like, I failed last time. I'm not going to do this. And sometimes we like, oh, we got 25 years. Like, it's a failure to go to another marriage. This is why I had to understand this concept. Okay, I said this before, and I was talking to somebody, and they was like, oh, my mom had 5 marriages. Now, I never planned on having no 5 marriages, right? But one thing about her is like, man, like, she really, it was 3, one was 3, one was 5. I was like, y'all really be getting remarried in these streets, right? And it's like, who cares? Like, you go ahead, girl. If it didn't work out, and and you just want to keep going, and you want to get married again, don't worry about, oh, that didn't work out. If that crosses your lines and it's extreme circumstances, one of them was an extreme circumstance, I was like, I agree with her. She shouldn't have to stay in that. You know what I mean? But once you get that concept in your mind, like, look, there is, yes, so they'll do its part. But however, there's certain things I just, as a human being, I can't handle. And it's like, I wasn't mad at it. Then you wouldn't be in this scenario.
Clearly try to resolve a conflict. But let's keep going, right? So he's like, please stop
asking me if you could feel
Astaire, come help us again, please. I'm still dealing with foolishness.
No.
Then she makes it worse. She makes it worse by saying that to this woman, which is why a lot of men don't want to go to counseling, because they just feel like that counselor is going to be on the woman's side. I was like, why do you keep thinking that? They're not going to be on your side. But she's weaponizing her therapist. Weaponizing her therapist. That's crazy. And he's like, don't do that. Don't.
because
don't bring her into this.
Look at his eyes.
He know the right thing to do. This is the good guy play. Like, good guys know the right thing to do. They try to help their woman and understand what to do, but she don't listen. She's not a woman who listens. Some women don't listen.
That's scared. That just does not want to look
at because she don't just.
Would you
look at his eyes? Oh, this hurts to watch.
Yeah, I didn't like how he was looking.
Hurts to watch.
say that she helped us heal the hurts that we caused between one another?
My social media presence is my bread and butter. Okay?
He's like, you're still not listening
to me. You
to
can't just use me for social media and not, don't just start.
He was trying to. Okay.
Bro, I'm standing in my house.
He's over here trying to justify why he does not want to be filmed. You should not have to explain to somebody who's supposed to be your partner why you don't want to do something right now. And he's like, you're over here embarrassing me. This is my bread and butter, and I don't want to be on here right now. Don't put me on here like this. And she did it. How we get it? How we get it? How did we get it? Because she posted it. She still posted it. Even though, like, for me as a woman, I'm like, yo, why did you mess up? I would be mad about, why you mess up with my video? I told you not to take me. Woman, I told you. I don't want to be taped in my house now. I don't want to be taped in my house. I'm loving the cat, by the way. Right? I got props today. And she's like, I would have been like, you messed up my video because now I'm not going to post him acting up like that. That should have been another sign to not post him like that. But it was not enough clues for her. She don't care. Some people don't care. She don't care. But about this man, I ain't supposed to try to treat him like he's a regular dude. And you know where that comes from. You know, when people go ahead and when they start having affairs with other people, this is the kind of treatment that you always gonna get from that woman. So, yeah, that's crazy. All right, let me see. Let's get back to it.
This is so wrong, guys. First of all, it's a lie. You know, his justification. He
Take him. Why are you not taking him?
Social media, in fact, is not
pick him
your bread
up.
and butter. Men in Black is your bread and butter. Ali.
He shouldn't have to justify.
Like, don't reduce yourself to some damn social media. Social media is my bread and butter. Shut the fuck up. It's not. Social media is my bread and butter. I can't get a script and then
Real
do
estate is my
something
bread and
like a
butter.
damn hurricane.
Don't drag him. Pick him up now.
Sense.
Don't treat my son like that.
Someone says Gail is like, how old is the video though? Well, the video is 2018.
Sorry, guys.
But Gail, he's been an actor since he was a child, since like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There has never been a point where social media was his bread and butter. He's always been an actor. With Fresh and okay, he's been an actor and a rapper. And you'll also say, all right, let's not blow it too much out of proportion. At the same time, though, it is indicative of an attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's indicative of a mindlessness.
A mindset.
Because she
Look at his eyes.
don't just.
Look at his eyes.
He's like censoring himself the whole time. He's censoring himself, but for her, she's like, whatever, I got nothing to lose. I'm just gonna keep pushing and nagging and pushing. This is you wouldn't do this to a woman. Why would you do it to a man? Because you can. That's why. He keep letting her.
This is not a man that's gonna file a divorce. Just like that, the police officer of 20 years can look at you and tell you got dope in between your butt cheeks. Like, I can look at this man's face. This is not a man that's going to file it.
All right, let's get to our next point. He got a reason in here. Why? He says not cheaper to keep her. Now, he's 20 years in. Cheaper to keep her is not it. What's the first reason? Hold on. I got it right here. I thought it was here. Here we go. Reason number 1. We did that one already, though. Because we're past. Here's reason number 1.
He won't leave Jada. He won't leave because Jada is his beard. I don't really know what that means. But, all right, let's get into it.
There we go. Reason number 1. I didn't want to miss reason number 1 in case you're following. The numbers.
Wow, we got the ladies in the house. I hope y'all stick around. It's going to be a rough night. Reasons
There we go.
why Will Smith will not divorce this lady. And we've already discussed that it is not the cheaper to keep her. That's not it. Now, what's the first reason? And this applies to so many of you. The first reason, y'all are killing me on the cash out. Thank you so much. The
Hopefully
first reason is, oh, thank you. Shout out to Marie again says, the Godfather says he's at dinner. Have a good stream. Shout out to the Godfather. Thank you so much. Why won't he leave this way? Let me tell you. And this applies to majority. Listen, we're adults, all right? Some of you are in messed up divorces, messed up marriages. But you will not divorce this way. Why not? What have I seen? Let me tell you the number one thing about men, your standards. Standards are low.
Standards are low.
Tolerance for the BS is extremely high. Shout out to Kwame Brown. What did he say? Is that the go along and get along?
Yep.
So many of you, man, y'all are the king of the hill when y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
Some of y'all are king of the hill when you're engaged. When you're like
so he's saying that when you get married, the guys are not allowed, like they're not keeping their standards on how they want to be treated. But when
she can see the goal line, you can get oral.
yeah, I'm gonna stop it there because he goes graphic. But yeah, he's trying to say, even though was he divorced? I can't remember if he's divorced or not. If he got married before. No, he got married. He was married before. Let me check. Here we go. Let me check Facebook real quick. I need somebody throw them at me. Throw them at me. All right. So when you're on multiple devices or multiple platforms, gotta make sure you got everybody covered. Everybody covered. All right. So he's saying standards are low, and like people fall off. And women no longer have this thing that they need, and this is why men they want to take their time because they feel like their best days. That's kind of really bad on both sides. They feel like if you get married, you're not gonna get this kind of treatment. But before you get married, you get amazing treatment because they want to get married, and then after that, they're like, "Nope, got you. We're good. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that," and you're screwed. And I don't want it to be like that. Like I want it to be like that's why you choose somebody that is not going to be complacent. You never know with human behavior, you never know what life changes, but their attitude, their mindset will show you that this is somebody that's always going to strive for the best. And I'm not going to be treated. I'm not going to be bamboozled, the bait and switch. That's what we got to stop doing. Got to stop doing the bait and switch because it's going to hurt other people. All right. So where does this go? So that was reason number one. Let's go to reason number two. 127. All right.
Not really.
Because I don't want to talk about this
Thank you so much.
if I can help it. So let me get it all done.
What are we talking about? What's the second reason? Guys, there's this, shout out to Technological Chaos, he understands this. There's this theory, not really theory, I don't know what you want to call it, a law of force in economics. It's called
Sunken costs.
Anybody know what sunken costs are? Where, you have been just investing so much into a relationship or into anything, any type of endeavor, any type of undertaking. And you've invested so much, you're like, man, I gotta finish.
Like the daycare.
I'm in this far.
Like the marriage.
Guys, this afflicts you so much. This man, Will Smith, has been married for 25 years. 25 years. That's a long marriage. Any divorce attorney will tell you. Now, so many times you'll be in a 25-year marriage, a 20-year marriage, 18-year marriage, and you'll be like, listen, we're older now. We've invested so much, we might as well just see it out. Some of you guys are, and not even just to get away from the marriage aspect, a lot of these dating coaches for men, what do they tell men? They'll tell men to kind of not go out on these extravagant dates.
What he was saying, what he's about to explain is,
one reason is, if you take a woman out on
if you take a woman out on a date, you spend $150 each date. That's like $450, almost $500, and it's gonna be harder for you to let her go, and it's not going to work. Versus the girl that y'all had 2 coffees and you spent $60 one time. It'll be much easier to let that one go. So that's why they're saying don't spend too much money on the date or whatever. So he goes on to say that Will Smith spent millions on Jada, and like even if you don't spend that million, or there's men that pay their mortgage for 9 years straight, and the woman never had to pay the mortgage, and they just put so much into it, they don't want to walk away because they put so much into it. But I told you, I had to tell myself, I'm talking about if you're in a bad situation. If you're married, you're gonna have ups and downs and ups and downs. And if y'all both are working on it together, then y'all have a shot. But if one person's working on it, this is the scenario that one person is working on it. Unless they bring it to God, like surrender all your false gods and bring it to Jesus. Right? Unless you want to bring it to God, right? It's toxic. Come on. My problem was God already brought it to me. He was like, I told you not to do this. This is your fault. If you have a relationship with him, he will do that. Right? So I had to decide for women, and he explained this, but he explained it on the man's side. But for the women, it's like, but I had 3 kids by him. I had 2 kids by him. I lost my figure. I gave up my dreams. I gave up all the things that I ever wanted to do just to be with this person. I spent 12 years. I spent 10 years. I gave this person 5 years. 2 years now at the end. You were like, 2 years is a long time now. So I gave this person 2 years of my life. I'm going to see this through. I'm going to see this through. If you are in the situation right now and it's not going well and you don't have any kids, you need to run as fast as you can before you get pregnant or before you get her pregnant. That way you're not tied down into a situation and you're putting yourself in a bad spot. Let's move on to the next one and I'm going to wrap this up. But he has a good point. A lot of men are not going to walk away, and it's not about the money because they would split the money, but they don't want to walk away because like he could get more money, right? They don't want to walk away because that is their dream girl. They don't want to turn and tell social media they failed. Everybody was right. Y'all right. We don't. Oh, that was the big thing. Oh my gosh, I wanted to prove everybody wrong. I wanted to prove God wrong. But I was proven wrong. I was like, no, we can make it work. I promise, because I'm going to be as perfect as I can be. I'm not going to say nothing. I ain't going to talk back. I'm going to do everything I can do. Just so I can prove to the people around me or to myself or to God that I can make this work. I can make anything work. It's not about that. It's like, Will could be the most perfect guy, but if you're with somebody that's willing to sabotage, the worst kind of person, the worst kind of enemy is a suicide bomber because they don't mind killing themselves to kill everybody else. That's that's literally emotional. I don't even know if I can say these words that go, you know what I mean? I'm cool. I ain't monetized anyway. But emotional suicide. Fine. Career, this is what we're talking about. Career suicide. And then the son was mad. Like, you're destroying my dad's life. We are not trying to act like this, ladies in these. We're not trying to do this. No, we don't want to do this. We don't want to represent this. Like, you have to get your mindset has to be strong. Like, I'm not going to embarrass my man. I'm going to be loyal. Like, I'm not going to do all of this nonsense that I see in the streets that everybody seems to think is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. Last point, because I really feel like we're learning today. And I don't finish my class until I get some money. All right, here we go.
dreams. I'm trying not to curse, guys. I'm trying to turn on so much condemned. You are man. Now,
Will and Mary,
why
Will
is
and
another reason
Will and
that will not file a divorce?
he's saying between Will and Jada and Anthony's marriage, you're making me not want to get married. Ladies say it ain't so. So he was saying, I thought it was really interesting how he was saying how women is going to have their work cut out for them because with so many bad examples, why this is why women should care. This is why women should care what is being portrayed about wives out there because men are not want to go they're not going to want to get married because they're going to think that they're going to end up like a Will and Jada. They're going to think that they're going to have a horrible marriage like their uncle and their aunt. They're going to think like it's going to be a drag out drag out fight, like other people. But really that's not your intention. That's not what you want. Really you really trying to rock out with him for the rest of your life, but people around you don't care. So he's saying like some men are scared, and it's making it harder for one because then they look. You ever find out some new information about somebody? You look at them like, who do I have? Here go to me. Yo, who do I have laying next to me? And here go the girl is like, oh no, baby, I love you. I do whatever you want me to do for the rest of our lives. And he's like, that's cap. Right? Yeah.
Sunken cost and nostalgia. We talked about the divorce is just not ended. What else? What else? Not only is it not the past, guys, or the past is the evidence, it's of the future. The future.
Well, the past, he really dug down on that point where it's like you've been with somebody for so long, you have so many good memories, you spent so much money trying to make these memories happen, and then you walk away, and then you start to do the same thing, and you start at zero with investing in someone else. Women don't have to think about this because we are not the ones paying for everything. That's why it's so easy that's why it's so easy for women to walk away. But that's what I was saying. If I'm having children with this person, it's going to be harder to walk away because I invested not only my time, my body, my life when I was going through labor and delivery, right? But I also instill so much in the children. But then the women get to keep the children. So I definitely understand that man's point of view where it's like, yo, I put so much money into this thing. I put whatever. Well, you gonna spend money anyway because you're still gonna be into girl. Okay, right? So it's just you got to pick the right person. There are good stories out there about marriage, and I want to do my best to highlight those.
Will not file a divorce because you are scared of what the future looks like. Now, this especially applies to Will Smith. Why?
Scared what the future looks like?
Number one, because 26-year-olds when they get divorced, they ain't worried about the future. A 26-year-old will get divorced in a heartbeat. They don't care. A 56-year-old, it's a different story.
Right.
56-year-old they worry about how the future looks.
That's true.
What does it look like, right? And this is going to be an interesting conversation.
I mean,
because we're going to talk about, I saw Suzette speaks in the chat. We're going to talk about her favorite subject, dating apps. We're going to talk about dating apps. What does dating look like in 2022? Most men, just like the women, now it's not a number one fear. I can tell you, I'll just be honest with you guys, you can believe me or not, I don't really care. A woman's number one fear of women is getting old. It's their number one fear. Now, of course.
Well, that is so sad. If that's the number one fear of women, that just kind of makes me feel like people take that and twist that. But like when you say you're gonna die old alone, you're just playing their number one fear in their face. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's super crazy. Hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. Replay gang?
There's gonna be the AKA. Wait, I'm AKA, but I don't like shopping. All right.
Wait, y'all missed the part where he had all these guys laying out, they falling asleep, waiting for their girl to shop and all of that stuff. I'm like, go in the car. Yeah. No.
I'm a woman, but my number one fear is getting old alone. having said that, men, it's not our number one fear, but most men don't want to be old alone. Most romantic men, that's not what they want. So when a man,
So men don't want to be
at
home
Will's
alone.
age, even in their 40s, to be honest, guys, when you guys go to get divorced, you worry about what it looks like for you in the future.
Right, like you're not gonna have somebody to take care of you when you're older.
I'm getting divorced after 9 years, 13 years, 17 years. I don't want to be alone. I still need some ass from time to time. I don't necessarily want to pay for it directly. I want a stable relationship. How am I going to get it? Immediately, you start thinking about dating apps. Now, Will Smith on a dating app.
That's true.
Will Smith doesn't need to be on a dating app. Let's talk about.
I don't think he'll have a problem though.
And I know he's undergoing. And thank you again. I know Will Smith is undergoing some trauma right now. You know, he's getting ate up. We're still talking about Will Smith. We're still talking about a man worth $350 million.
Now everybody gonna want you for your money. Right. It's gonna be hard to find somebody that's a partner. It's true.
He's gonna kill on these dating apps. You know, he can get. You know, your boy does well on dating apps. I'm on these damn dating apps. He's Bumble. I'm on Bumble and Hinge. And I was root man. Bumble was killing it. I got on Hinge. Jesus. You know, somebody asked me about my profile and stuff on Hinge, so I showed it on my Instagram. Y'all were like, man, you're kind of killing it on the Hinge over there. I just be matching with women, so I don't even respond. Like, it's so many. Now, it's not because it's me. It's because
somebody said Cap, Lord. I didn't even look at the chat.
You know, Florida or California or New York or so, I was just in New York. The Hinge was lighting up in New York too, to be honest. But in Atlanta,
it's so interesting listening to the man's perspective.
Damn PhD. It's not really PhDs down here. It's MBAs. There's so many black MBAs. So many directors of HR. I cannot tell you how many MBAs I've got out on dates. I'm sick of y'all. Like, dude, give me a college. What do you call it? Like the damn community college grad or something. Y'all MBAs y'all are flooding the market. But if just a regular dude like me can, you know,
somebody said stay updating that.
Imagine Will Smith. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna explode. He will get on Hinge and it will explode. Right? He will not be able to get through it. I can get through mine. He will not be able to get through it. There's too many women. Now, you may say, well, and this is something actually that I'm experiencing as well. If I can just be honest with you guys, I don't have a lot of subscribers. I got 150,000, right? Which in the grand scheme of things is nothing. But you know, people are starting to recognize me a little bit. Now, let me say this. I was up with Kevin at Kevin Samuels in New York, just trying to walk down the street with this dude. He gets recognized everywhere. In the streets, he's recognized. You know,
you gotta find somebody for you to get recognized.
Store, he's recognized. All the brothers, you know, we go to dinner, recognized. He's recognized everywhere. I didn't appreciate what it's like to date when you are recognizable. Because again, guys, I'm just an attorney, right? Attorneys, we get recognized like at Publix, but you know, it's always my case going. That's not really a recognizing thing.
He said in public.
When you get on social media, it starts to be a little different. So when you are dating, when someone already kind of knows you, I remember the very first time on Hinge, or it might have been on Bumble. I swiped, and then this girl swiped, and we hit it off. You know, it was a match or whatever. Very first thing she said, "Oh my God, the lead attorney!" I was like, "Oh, you killed it. You killed."
Well, that's it for today. I may will bust in when I say that. Yes, baby. Yes. I'm gonna go ahead and see this. But yeah, absolutely. So we had to learn when to walk away. Just like I'm gonna learn how to walk away from the show today because the manual is back. So thank you so much. I would love to hear your opinions. make sure you like the video. Hit that thumbs up button. Like the video on YouTube. That's where it's going to be the most impactful for me so they can show my video to more people. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, Ruth Marquis. We're live every day, 11:30-ish. Let's call it 11:30-ish, right? Every day, Monday through Friday, talking about relationships, dating, marriage, all of those things. And I want to bring to you guys more like positive stories about good relationships and good models, because here at the Ruth the Relationship Show, we are all about growing and becoming better people. So whether that's in relationships, in real life, with our families. So yeah, absolutely. Please make sure if you are looking to buy a home or sell a home in Pennsylvania or Delaware, that you hit us up. If you want to boost in your credit, I said boost, 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 up, up, up. You want to boost your credit up? Hit us up also, and 267-259-4639. Shoot us a text, and we'll schedule you a costless consultation so I know like what's going on with your situation and we can give you the proper recommendation. Thank you so much for watching. I bless your family. I bless your dating life, your relationships, your marriage, your children, your future children. All right. And thank you for watching Ruth and Relationships. Ruth and Relationships. Tell me, can you handle this? It's the Ruth and Relationship Show. Bye.